One Celtic fans view this evening. Well, I've started the poll, and I think it was a bit early to start the poll because there is a bit of breaking news when it comes to the Adam Idah situation, and this will upset some of the fans because 43% of you that have voted so far want Adam Idah to leave Celtic. The fact is tonight, Adam Idah, it's been said, is not going to be leaving Celtic. It has been reported that he was going to leave Celtic, that there could be some interest, but it has been suggested tonight that there is absolutely no way of either Celtic nor the player having any intentions to part ways. Both parties are focused on the big season ahead. And I thought it was completely nuts anyway. You don't let go of a 20 goal scoring striker. So the news is tonight that Adam Idah will not be leaving Celtic as far as Celtic are concerned. They don't expect him to leave. They're not looking for him to leave. And he's not looking to leave either. He was asked during the last interview that we had with him early on in the pre-season, and he was looking to become the top goal scorer for Celtic this season. For a player that scored 20 goals last season, he would be pretty much irreplaceable as it stands, I'm going to say, because for the game time that Adam Idah got last season, the game time that he got, just wait a minute because I need to update the text. I'll just update this, 2 seconds. Here we go. Neither Celtic or Adam Idah are looking to part ways this transfer window. That's the Celtic. That's the news that's coming out this evening. And other Celtic news, we are obviously lined up to sign Pussy. Yes, hump day. And we sign Pussy. Although he hasn't signed today, but you will know what it means. Getting back to the Republic of Ireland international. He produced 20 goals in his first full seasons. He included 3 goals in the Champions League. His performances after his initial loan spell convinced Celtic to go for him. A lot of the fans wanted Celtic to go for Adam Idah after he scored the winning goal in the Scottish Cup final. He made the difference in the Scottish Cup final. He's a player, as far as I'm concerned, he's our most experienced striker at the club at the moment. Now, pre-season, you could say that yes, Johnny Kenny has been a player that is Pussy. He's called Pussy. Anyway, he's Adam Idah's going nowhere. So everyone that's voted for Adam Idah to leave, your votes have been completely a waste of time. Do you think it's wise to sell a 20-goal striker, Adam Idah, in this window? 44% say yes, 53% say no, and 3% say it's all about reducing the wage bill. Well, the headlines tomorrow will be that neither Adam Idah is. I'm not fussy. It's Pussy. Exactly. And listen, it's the defender that's coming in, and he's not going to be a first choice defender. We're bringing a defender in on loan and if this guy comes in on loan, that's 20, what is he, 19, 20. If he comes in place and he gets in before Dane Murray and he gets in before Liam Scales and he gets in before Austin Trusty, there's something far wrong. Can we change his name, says Lorna? Yeah. We'll change his name. I'm sure they will. But anyway, that's your Celtic news tonight. Hail. just watching the Huns in Greece. Another treble is a certainty for us. I've no idea what their scoreline is actually. And I'm not really interested. More worried on what Celtic can do this season. Let's talk about the Brendan Rodgers interview. This interview today with Brendan Rodgers, basically admitting that we're weaker, without saying the words. Brendan Rodgers basically said that he wouldn't say it in as many words, but he said it without saying it. He said that we're weaker at this moment. He hopes to get a lot of business. He hopes to get some business done this week, loan players, and then he's hoping to be stronger come the end of the window. When you look back to some of the interviews that Brendan gave last season, at this time, well, we're obviously at this point last year, we were still trying to get the Adam Idah deal done. Even though the Brendan Rodgers did say that he wanted the striker in, Celtic started the season without Adam Idah being at Celtic. So at this point last year, we were still just with Kyogo Furiashi, and we were without a main striker after that. Anyway, Stephen, do you want to give me a choice? That's a hard one, Stephen. I hope you're okay, mate. I really do. Really do. At least I'm lost for words, mate, honestly. I'm totally lost for words. Hopefully it will make it okay, though. Hopefully it will make it okay, mate. I'm thinking of you. Totally thinking of you. Anyway, Alistair Johnston, we'll get on with the Celtic. Stephen, I'll try and... I wish I could chat to you off this. Celtic are just days away from unfurling the 4th consecutive league flag in a row. Yes, we are champions again, and this season we head for 5 in a row. When we were heading for 5 in a row the last time round, it didn't go too well management wise. In the lead up to the beginning of the campaign, Celtic have gone through their pre-season preparations in Ireland, Portugal and Italy, with Alistair Johnston finally joining the squad in Italy. It's been a few busy months for Alistair Johnston, as well as helping his country to the quarter-final of the Gold Cup, and then joining after a couple of week break. He got married, and I remember when he was talking about it, because he spoke to the media saying he'd give his missus, his fiancée at the time, and congratulations once again to Alistair. He gave her a timeline. He said, we've got a 1 week period where we can get married, and then we can get the honeymoon in the next year. And so it has to be that week, because the year after, Canada's going to be in whatever international tournament, and he says that's the only time that I'm going to get off. It's hard being a footballer. So she said yes, and they agreed to get married, and it's all done and dusted. But Alistair Johnston has been speaking to Celtic TV. I love it when Ali talks, because it's like I think that for the game this weekend, I think that to just annoy the media and annoy the press, I think that we should just wheel out Alistair Johnston on Thursday. I think we should wheel out Ali Johnston for the first... I mean, it's the skipper that gets pushed out. It is always a skipper. But for shits and giggles, I think that Celtic should just go, Ali. And Ali will be like, yes, I get to talk to the media for the first time this season. And all the media guys will go, fuck. Talk a lot, Johnson. Anyway, he's been speaking to Celtic TV. He says that his teammates are looking to get off to the best possible start when the season starts on Sunday afternoon. Everything matters now, said Johnson. 3 points count now as much as they do at the end of the season. When you look back at last season, we had a good start to the season. We made a difference. And that came to the end of the season. He says the good start that we got helped us. If you do your work early, you can take a lot of pressure off, especially when the season gets really busy in the winter. You've got to remember when the Champions League games kick off in September, October, November are busy periods, and then we kick into the busy spell in December, and even this year in January was an unbelievable busy spell for Celtic. And we need a strong squad for that, but Alistair Johnson says we know when it comes to it, we've got to come out the block strong. This year we've got a Champions League qualifier as well. It's a big month from the get-go. The challenges that we're looking forward to, we have to do as a group. We have to be focused. We have to go out there and we have to put in the performances. Most of the first team squad on Sunday, it won't be their first flag day. In Alistair Johnson's case, it's his third. And he says the experience of the opening day ceremony at Paradise, he said, it's awesome. It's amazing. Getting to unfurl the flag. We've won the league again. Fly the flag, fly the flag. Raising the flag up and reminding ourselves just how much hard work we put in the previous year and to see the reward. It's also motivation from day one because we want to do that again. For the new guys, it's about understanding what is the minimum requirements at this club. You're expected to win trophies. That's it. That's what it's all about. You see the crowd, you see the enjoyment, the passion, and Flag Day gets underway. For the new guys, it may be a bit daunting, but bring it on. It'll be a great weekend as always, and it'll be great to see Celtic raising the flag and listen. Will we get a nonsense speech from the board? It's been a while since we've had a bullshit speech from the board. That they usually just put the flag up, and the last couple of seasons they've just sort of get on with it because they're scared to get booed by the hordes of fans in the stadium. Ah, yes, those petulant fans that boo on Flag Day. How dare they boo a member of the board who's just not doing their job right. Anyway, Yamada is scoring his debut. Will Yamada? I don't think Yamada will start the game. Adam Idah will start. The fact is that Adam Idah is going absolutely nowhere. Neither Celtic nor the striker are planning on parting ways. There's no way that you would get rid of a 20-goal scoring striker and then bring in an untested Shin Yamada. I mean, Shin Yamada might be absolutely brilliant and score 20 goals, but he's untried and tested, and it may take him a few weeks to get into the rhythm of things. You've got a proven goal scorer in the SPFL in Adam Idah. 20 goals for the fact that he didn't start a lot of games. Do you know, you've got to give him credit for that. And I think that a lot of people, do you know, when you see the nonsense online, is sell him, fucking sell him, he's shite. Jesus God, the hilarity. Chilpill says, Brendan Rodgers' interview today was complete waffle. Yes, it was. It was a manager that doesn't want to point fingers without pointing fingers and didn't want to say we're shit and we're behind where we were squad-wise last season compared to this season. He admitted it without admitting it. It was absolutely bonkers. The board should be booed for backing the Police Scotland, not the fans, nothing else. Yeah, Paul, exactly. We Rambo's 5 months. I was just talking about the age of a certain child in our family who's 4 months. So anyway, we're up to 215 votes. Did anyone hint at incoming transfers? No, he didn't. He said, we hope to get some business done this week. That's all Brendan said. He said, hopefully we'll get something done this week. And that means the business that will be done this week will be Stephen Welsh leaving the building and then a lone player coming in from Man City to be backup. I still think it puts a bit of pressure on Celtic. I think that Dane Murray is bound to be sitting scratching his head. He's bound to be sitting scratching his head. It'll be interesting to see if Dane Murray is added to the B team squad, from the B team squad into the first team squad, once the teams have been announced. And if he doesn't, you've got to think that, you know, for all the talk and all the chat that Brendan Rodgers had about Dane Murray last season, you've got to be thinking, do you know, we desperately need wingers. Yeah, we do that. I mean, we're starting the season with Yang and Dyson Maeda as the wingers. I think James Forrest might actually start, but James Forrest is not going to last. He's not going to last 90 minutes for every game this season. You're not getting 50 games out of James Forrest. Not a chance. No way. Same shitty window every year, says Paul. There's still plenty of time. We need wingers, no whingers. There's plenty of whingers on when you go into some of the social media channels that Celtic post on, and you read some of the comments from those said fans. I'll just see getting an update. So I wonder when Celtic will. I mean, Brendan Rodgers says we've lost key players and we want to replace them as quick as we can. It's not even worth talking about the players that we've lost already. And, you know, there was always going to be a massive turnaround this year. But I think that Celtic dragging their heels is a bit too far for some of the Celtic fans now. You know, it's like that mob across the city are going to get through to the next round of the qualifiers. Anyway, Celtic are on the brink of signing Jamal Simpson. We'll just call him Simpson. You can't hear his full name on the back of the shirt. Just call him Simpson. But he already has Simpson Poussey on his shirt at Man City. Just call him Jamal. Okay, Jamal off that pitch. I just can't see where. If this guy comes in and walks straight into the team to play beside Cameron Carter-Vickers, there's something far wrong at Celtic. Far wrong. Anyway, that is your Celtic update for tonight. Let's finish that poll off. Is it 229 votes? One more gets it to 230. We have took risk for years with strikers. Why not with Yamada to start? Because he doesn't know the way that we play, and I think that bringing in Yamada will take a couple of weeks to get him up to pace on how the team plays. I mean, we've done it before, but they've generally been experienced British style. And if this guy can hit the ground running, if he can hit the ground running, it'll be fantastic. But you know, we'll wait and see. Lorna, I'm not calling him in. Oh, it looks like a certain team has scored. Come on, the Greek Irish. That was me giving them the kiss of death. saying that it looks like they may qualify. It's now 1-0 to them. The goal was confirmed following VAR review of a potential offside. Sevco's still winning 2-1, but who cares? I'm not really bothered about them because there's enough. We've got enough stuff at Celtic to be worrying about to be even interested in what's going on across the city. Because when you think about it, we're in a situation where the squad that we're going to play this weekend is a lot weaker than the squad that started the season last year. That's for definite. Anyway, I'm going to let you go and watch a certain Sevconian game. I'm certainly not going to watch it. Who cares about them? Celtic first, Celtic last. Yep, Lanky, mine's exactly. And the fact that everyone's starting to talk about that says for me, it's time for me to get to... Stephen McCowan just tweeted VAR's back then. Is he a Rangers fan? Who cares? Yeah, I think he is. And he works for the Celtic way, doesn't he? Just saying. Just banter. I think he is one of the ones that do also work for a Celtic site that support that other lot. Anyway, on that note, try and smile and be happy because we've got Poussey coming in the door and Adam Idah's not leaving. We're not parting ways. Always look on the bright side of life. We do, we do, we do, we do.